want to find out about someone's perception of you, feelings, intentions towards you, and whether you can trust this person or not, then this is the right pick a card for you. My name is Fernanda. I'm a tarot reader, and I welcome you to my YouTube channel, Tarot by Fernanda. On today's pick a card, you see 5 piles in front of you. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. I really wanted to give you a lot of options. Now, think of this specific person when you pick a pile, when you intuitively see which pile is calling you. Once that you're ready, you can go to the description box or the comment section where you can find the timestamps for this pick a card. The timestamp will take you directly to your reading. Now, this reading, this pick a card, you can do it more than once because maybe you got several people that you're wondering about. Either way, I wish you luck. I'll see you in a couple seconds. And also do remember to subscribe, to give it a like, because that really helps for this channel to keep growing and growing, and these videos to keep reaching more people. I'll leave you to it. Take all the time you need to choose your pile, and I'll see you in a couple seconds. Bye. Hi, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading, whether you guided yourself with the cards or this beautiful stone. Now, let's see what this person thinks of you. How does he or she perceive you? Now, I want to remind you that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. And if at any point you feel like this question is really important for you, you can always book a reading with me. You can just go to the website down below, tarotbyfernanda.com, and you can book a private reading with me. Okay, let's start with this reading. Now, also remember that this is not just romantic. This could be a family connection, work, a friendship. So we'll start with, how does this person perceive you at this moment, okay? Because things can change through time. And so right away you got the Queen of Cups. So this person definitely sees you as a beautiful person, someone very handsome, someone very loving, okay? This is how they perceive you. So this could be a family member, a friend, at work. They just think that you have this beautiful energy, nurturing and loving energy. That's how this person perceives you. They perceive you as someone also emotionally mature, I will say, or someone who feels very, very deeply. You may be a water sign, and that's why they perceive you this way. You may be a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces, or may have strong placements in those 3 zodiac signs, or maybe not, but that's how they perceive you. Remember, this is not a reflection of who you are, but this is how they perceive you. And this is important to know whether this person perceives you with respect or envy, or they see you as a weak person, let's say. But in this case, they really do perceive you with a lot of love. They perceive you as someone that shines through how loving they are, how nurturing they are. If you are a mom, that could also mean that people around you, they feel like you're an amazing mom to begin with. This person feels like you're an amazing mom, that you're such a nurturing mom, that you're someone who has so much love to give. I will also say that very feminine. If you are a woman, remember that these readings are meant for women and men. It's meant for everyone, okay? So if you are a woman, they do perceive you as someone very feminine, very sensual, very beautiful, right? If you are a man, this person perceives you as someone who they can be around and be themselves, and like you have this capacity of creating a nurturing environment. Okay, if you're a man and this person is a woman or maybe another man, they do perceive you as someone very caring, okay? Someone who's safe, someone who would never hurt them. Okay, so this is definitely a nice way of people seeing you, whether this is a friendship as well. You're someone who gives a lot. If it's a family tie, if it's a family member that you're asking about, they do perceive you as someone beautiful, like probably one of the most beautiful within the family, within their family members. They perceive you as someone who, like I said, is very loving, has not like a bad bone, and shines through beauty and always like beautifies wherever they go. And if it's at work, they perceive you. Of course, they can see that you're very good looking, but they also see that you're someone who's very, like I said, very loving, very respectful, that you care about other people's feelings, that you're very empathetic. So let's say if you were to work at HR, like this will be perfect, right? Because people see you someone that they can trust, someone that they can come and confide in you. So this person definitely sees you with a lot of admiration, respect. They feel like you are this ball of sunshine and you're so empathetic, and that you create such a nurturing environment around you, okay? Now, and if this is, of course, romantic, this person sees you as the most beautiful person and feels so connected towards you and feels like you are the most beautiful woman they have ever been with. And they just, or a man, they just feel like you're so handsome, you're so loving, they feel so safe around you. So that's how they perceive you. Now let's see how they feel about you. You got this 9 of Wands. I'll leave it over here, and I'm gonna put this to like this, okay? So this person feels, how does this person feels about you? I do feel like you two have had your up and downs. If you have already known each other for some time, I definitely do feel like you have had your up and downs. Some of you, this person feels exhausted, but like so set on, this was worth it. Or I definitely feel like no matter what it is, if it's work, if it's family members, if it's friends, if it's a friendship, or if it's romantic, this person feels like there has been so many up and downs, but it was always worth it, and you always come like to terms that your connection is worth it, or your teamwork is needed. I do feel as well, I feel like you have helped this person in the past, or maybe you show compassion when other people did not show that compassion or understanding towards him or her. So there's also a bit of like feeling thankful. I do think that right now, for some reason, this person feels vulnerable towards you. So maybe secrets about him, him or her. You know them very well, or even if, let's say, you don't know them very well, if it's at work, you could have seen them cry, or they confided something in you, or you saw something that maybe they see as their weakness. So they definitely do feel vulnerable towards you, and like they show a side that I don't know if they regret it or not, but they, when someone holds power over you, but they see you as someone very loving and empathetic, so they know you will never use it against them. I do think that there were a lot of ups and downs. I would also say that whether it's family or work, I do think that there's also other people around you that may have created some conflict. So conflict, he doesn't have conflict towards you. He doesn't feel conflict towards you. But I do think that other people around you too have made this a bit more complicated than it should. And this could be family members, right? This could be at work as well, and romantically speaking as well, or friendship. So there's definitely, like, I feel like, you know, this game of all the like wooden sticks, and that every time that you're trying to like take one, it like everything could crumble. So I feel like that reflects what I'm trying to explain when it comes to other people being involved. So it's a bit hard. A lot of you may have other people involved in your connection, in your friendship, in your romance as well. And so one thing is you and this other person, like the trust that you have, or the understanding, professional understanding that you have. But other people are more like wild birds, or wild bets. Like, it's not something you can rely upon. So it just kind of, I feel like it creates a bit of conflict in this connection between this person and you. Okay, now let's see what are this person's intentions. And before I go to that, please, if you have come up to this pick a card and you're still watching, please do subscribe, do give it a like, comment. I do have another channel. It's a Spanish YouTube channel, and it has been doing really well because of the support of everyone, and I'm really set on growing this English channel as well. So if you can just help me with a subscribe, with a like, that will be amazing. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue. This person's intentions. You got the Two of Swords. Very interesting, group number one. Okay. So with this Two of Swords, what it's saying is that this person is not set on a decision. I do think that there is an important decision for him or her that she has to take. Maybe you already set an ultimatum, or maybe there's other stuff going on that you're not even aware about, and he or she is aware about this, okay? And there's a big decision that I do think that does involve you, and he or she is not like sure about that decision yet, and he's trying to figure out. And this goes back to the thing of like how there's more than you two involved in this. And I do feel like there is a sense of like he has to also, or she has to keep loyalty to other people as well, you know, or he or she has to take into consideration other things as well. And so he is not yet set on an intention towards you. He is right now. So this is, I wouldn't say he has bad intentions, because already this Two of Swords, it is telling me that he's taking or she's taking all her time to make the right decision, because he or she wants to think in the future. He or she wants to take in consideration everything. So this type of decision is only taken by someone who is wise or has some level of maturity, because some people will be very indecisive, and you'll see it here. But this is not about being indecisive. This is about, because whenever he or she makes a decision about this, whatever this is, he will be set on that for the long run. So he doesn't know yet if he can, I guess, take you on something or not. And I feel like one path involves you and the other does not involve you whatsoever. So, and this is within family members, work as well. You know, this could be if you're maybe like running for a specific job or a position, you know, and you wanted to like get a raise or something, and this person, maybe it's not just you, like you are against someone else. So then this person is really thinking about that. It's really like, you know, taking the time and doing the right research, and like using his intuition or her intuition to make the right decision. So that is just something that is there as well. And that's also family members. I do feel like, you know, or friendships. I do think that there's more than one thing going on, and this person needs to make sure that they're taking the right decision. So his intentions or her intentions are the right ones, because they also don't want to mislead you, or they don't want to promise something that they won't be able to deliver. And that's like, that is honorable. Okay, now let's see if this person is someone you can trust. And see, you got the Sun. And this goes with along with what I said of like I said, even if they don't know what their intentions are yet because they cannot make a decision right now, they are someone that definitely do have the right intentions towards you. And with whether you can trust them or not, you got the Sun. So this is a big yes from your angels, from your spirit guides. Also, do remember this is a general reading, but if you feel like what I'm saying does, makes a lot of sense, subscribe, please. But also do take this into consideration because your angels are saying that, yes, this person is someone you can trust. With the Sun, which is the happiest card of the deck, and it's only this group that got this card. This is a big yes. I'll say probably from all the 5 groups, this is the biggest yes you can get from like, yes, you can trust someone. Now, it doesn't mean that this person will choose you, but you know that this person will have your best intentions in mind, okay? This person is not thinking of harming you whatsoever. This is someone you can trust. This is someone that I guess feels the same level of respect and feels, how I said that maybe this person open up to you, or you, even if you're not that close, like he or she realize that you're someone who is very empathetic, who's very loving, who never like backstabs someone to begin with, and you're very emotionally mature. So this person reciprocates that trust, like to say, yes, I deserve this trust from you. So group number 1, this is the reading for you. Remember, if you want a private reading, you can go directly to my website. Otherwise, I'm posting every Friday a new pick a card on my YouTube channel. So subscribe, give it a like, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye. Hi there, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. If you picked, whether you guided yourself picking this beautiful rose quartz or by picking this pile. And now remember that this reading is general, so only take whatever resonates with you. And also do remember, if this question is really important for you, or if you ever have a burning question, you can always just go and book a private reading with me to my website, tarotbyfernanda.com, okay? So let's start with your reading. I'll leave this crystal over here and I will place all the cards over here. We'll talk about the perception this person has of you. How does this person feel? His or her intentions, and also if you can trust this person or not at this given moment, okay? So now also this reading is romantic, is about family, it's about friendships, it's about work, it's about any type of connection. Whenever I talk about energy. Sometimes some energy does belong to feminine energy, sometimes to masculine energy, but in no way I'm talking about necessarily gender whatsoever. Remember, my readings are for both men and women. They're meant for everyone, okay? So let's start group number 2 with how does this person perceive you? And you got the Knave of Swords. Okay, so also remember, people's perception is not necessarily who you are, but that's how they register you. Okay, so you may be an air sign, so you may be a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra, or maybe that's only how they perceive you. You may be young, so you may not be in your 40s. Okay, you may be like in your early 30s or late 20s and younger. And if you are older than that, it's just because if they perceive you as someone with a very young energy. I would also say that they do perceive you as someone a bit more immature, okay? So if you are older than like 30, they may just perceive you as someone that is immature. They perceive you as someone who is very gossipy as well, someone who's always like wants to know what's going on with people. That maybe things that they hear about other people, they hear it through you. So whether it's good or bad, it's just like, they have that perception of you at this point now. So whether it's at work, whether it's romantic, whether it's family members, friendships, they do think that you're someone who's very like aware of everything that's going on, that if they would want to find out something about other people, like you will be the person to go to as well. I do think that they also perceive you as someone who is very witty with his words, maybe someone also that is funny, someone who is like the messenger as well. You could also be like the middle person at times, so you mend conflicts, or you make sure that there's conflicts that do not actually like happen. You're that person that sometimes could just break a joke, crack a joke, and make sure that the environment goes like calms down a bit. But definitely they do think that you're someone who is more gossipy. And if you're in a relationship and this person perceives you as a knave of swords, this is talking that he or she perceives you someone who's always so constantly like on their phone, constantly like checking followers, who they follow. So they have like realized that about you. They have that perception of you, like you're someone who will be counting how many followers do he or she have, and if someone is following them. Also, you could be the person who's like a great detective and will find anyone on Facebook, on Instagram. Like they perceive you like that one person. Now, if you work at a marketing agency, this is good, okay? Because this is talking about like how good you are with the social media or your phone skills, okay? So this is good. So this makes sense. But if you do not work at something that involves marketing or involves any type of communication like HR, then this is not necessarily good or bad, but they don't necessarily admire you. I guess they respect you, but they see you as someone more immature, or someone who has yet a lot to learn as well. And the same thing with family ties, it's just like they do perceive you as someone who's young, who has a lot to learn, who has this like need and want of learning, of course, and someone who will like get along with everyone. It's just gossipy and like, And same thing for friendships. This could be really nice because it's like you're that one friend that knows everything about everyone. So yeah, this is nor good or bad, right? And I will never say if something is good or bad, because who am I to even say if something is good or bad? It's up to you whether you are okay with this answer, and if like you like to be seen or perceived that way. Okay, now let's see how this person feels about you. And you got this Queen of Swords. Okay, so then this clarifies that, they do see you. I do feel like a lot of them feel the person you're asking about, they feel a bit defensive about you. And this could be because of the gossiping part. Because seems like you know so much about them, or they have maybe heard as well that you have talked about them. And maybe, sometimes when something comes back to someone, it doesn't come back like the same way that you deliver it, right? It comes like distorted, and people always add something more or something extra to the story. So I do think that this person feels very defensive towards you as well. I'll say that. This could also mean, because if this is an ex partner, or maybe you're in a relationship with this person has heard things about you. Definitely, okay? So this person that you're asking about, I do think that has heard several things about you, like you have a reputation. So this person feels very defensive. I would also say for some of you, when they perceive you as a Knave of Swords, yet they feel towards you like a Queen of Swords, I do think that for some of you, and mainly family members or friendships, they see a mini you, also including work. I feel like they see a mini, not a mini you, a mini them. So like a mini version of who they used to be. And so they feel threatened in a way. Because, this could be like, if it's a friendship, maybe you're new in that friendship, or at work, maybe you're like an upcoming person that is like doing well, but like you're doing better and better. And so they feel threatened by you because they see themselves in you, and they know they were capable of going really far, or they were capable of creating really great friendships. So they feel threatened by you now. This could also apply to family members. The behavior you see towards you, like, why is this person so mean to me? Or why is this person so like, she or he will say things really harsh at times. Well, it's because they see a mini you, a mini them. They see you and they see your potential, and you remind them so much about themselves. Okay, and this also, when it comes to a romantic interest, I do think that this person has either heard really not so positive things about you, or you do have a history. So this person feels very protective towards themselves, their heart. They do not want to open up, and they feel like they have to always be on the defense when it comes to you, because they feel like you cannot be trusted. So I know that you're asking whether this person can be trusted, but they already, I'm telling you, they don't feel like they can trust you to begin with. So that's something that's really interesting for sure. Let's see if there's anything else about this feeling. Yeah, I feel like they don't want to look like fools as well. So this could also mean sometimes if there could be a bigger difference of age between you and this other person. And so sometimes, whether this is at work or family members, they may not have valid reasons, but because you bring such a young energy, they feel threatened by that as well. Or like they won't be able to keep up, or how limited they are with their age. They will feel ashamed about it. They won't be able to keep up somehow. And so sometimes they just feel like, on the defense when you're like, I haven't even said anything or I haven't done anything, but they feel so defensive. Now, before I go with the intentions and whether you can trust this person or not, if you have made it up to this point, then I do think that you are enjoying whatever is coming out from this pick a card. And so I ask you if you can please subscribe, to give it a like. It only takes a second. It's something that is so quick and it's free. And it has a big impact on my channel for it to keep growing. I'll be posting weekly every Friday, so just subscribe, give it a like, and I promise to keep posting really great pick a cards. Okay, so let's go now with this person's intentions. You got the Knave of Coins. So this is interesting. So this person, okay, so if you were asking whether this person has the right intentions towards you or not, I'll say that this person is more focused on his own or her own benefits. And I don't have this feeling they're willing to harm anyone. Like they're not going to go out there to harm you. But they have, for some of you, let me say this first and it will make sense to some of you, and then I'll say something else. So to some of you, this person is entering into an age or a time, because age is nothing, right? Age is just a number, and some people, they could be 50 and they're so scattered in their life and they don't have proper commitment. They have commitment issues. So this person is entering an age or a time that they're willing to commit, or they're thinking about their future. Okay, this is not something solid yet, I'll say. Okay, so don't be like, well, Fernanda, you told me that he or she was ready to commit. No, he or she is thinking about it. There's this young need of or this initial need of maybe I should be thinking about my future. Okay, so the intentions he has towards you, they're not harmful. They're just thinking about you as maybe an investment. That could also be. They realize that you bring value. Even if they feel defensive, I do think that this person realizes that you could bring value, and this person value into their life long term. So this person's intentions, it's thinking about their best benefit, and you could be involved in that. That is what I will say. I won't say that this person is committed long term or whatsoever. No, this is more of a thought that could dissipate very quickly as well. But I will also say that this person intentions are not harmful whatsoever. He or she cares about their benefit, and if you could be a great investment in that, or if you could be a great asset to that, then perfect. okay? I don't see like a full commitment yet. I also feel like this person, if this is like a partnership or something like that, this person does have the right intent of building something long term, has the right initial intent of investing. Yeah, this is about commitment and long term. This is about building something. So also maybe a family member is seeing you as, well, maybe you will be given something, and he or she knows. So now their intentions, although they feel very defensive towards you, they will be showing another face because they see you as a valuable asset. And this is also with friendships. Like, even if this person feels threatened by you, they understand they need to make an investment in you because you may become like everyone's best friend, and he or she doesn't want to be left out. So you get where I'm going with this? Okay. So now let's go with whether you can trust this person or not. And you got this 2 of Wands. Really interesting. Because your angels are saying, and your spirit guides, they're saying that only the future can tell you this. Because you don't have enough information. And there are this is why I said this person has an initial intent, but is so young, it's so new, this intent of like, they realize that you're valuable, but this could really swing the other way with new things coming up, right? Because this person is not fully set on like, oh, you're a valuable asset. Things could change. So this like nice behavior that they may show towards you, whether it's because they want to get you back, whether it's like they're trying to do better in the relationship, whether they're like as a family member, they're like now being nicer to you, or as a friend. They're just saying only future can tell, because there are things that will come up that for some of you, this completely will sway the intentions to the other way, because they will realize that actually they don't need you. So this is important. Like also, if this is business and if you're doing business with this person, my advice to you is watch this person. With this 2 of Wands, you cannot trust this person. I'll say, they're not saying that this person is like a bad person. He or she's looking for their best interest, okay? So it's like a typical person also, like in a relationship, if they find someone better, they will just go with that person. Even if they had intentions of now treating you right, they'll go with the better option because they're looking after their own interests. And that's the thing. So this person, you have to be watching them to determine whether you can trust them or not. I will say right now is not defined. So right now I wouldn't trust them. Right now they will show a nice face. They'll show like good intentions for now, until you are an asset to them or until they need you. But there could be some things that could change and they will just sway the other way. And your angels are telling you that you got to be very like perceptive of everything that's going on, that there's some information that's going to come later on, and based on that you will make that decision. But right now everything is up in the air. Okay, group number 2, I hope that this reading was useful. Remember to subscribe, to give it a like, and if you have a burning question, just go straight to my website tarotbyfernanda.com and you can book a private reading with me. I'll see you on my next pick a card. Bye. Hi there, group number 3, and welcome to your reading, whether you guided yourself with this beautiful crystal or if you guided yourself by choosing this pile. Okay, now I'm going to start your reading. I just want to remind you that this reading is a general, so only take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest. If for any reason you do have a burning question, something that you feel like it's really important for you to know the answer to, or you need some guidance, you can always book a private reading through my website tarotbyfernanda.com. Okay, so we'll start with your reading. Now, remember, we're gonna go over how this person perceives you, how this person feels about you, their intention towards you, and whether you can trust this person or not, okay? And so let's start. So, what is this person's perception about you? You got the Ace of Cups. Okay, so remember that this reading could be romantic, could be about friendships, family members, work, everything. Now, with this Ace of Cups, how people perceive you is as someone beautiful, someone potential, like a potential of something, okay? Something new, something very positive. So this could be that you are new at this job, or you just met someone, or whether romantically or as a friend, and so this person perceives you as an amazing potential, as someone who brings a lot on the table, as someone who it's a very exciting potential, a very exciting beginning. I do think with this Ace of Cups as well, for some of you, this could mean that the person you're asking about, you were their first true love or their first love. And so they will always perceive you as that one person who was like their first. Now, with this Ace of Cups as well, I just feel like there's a lot of synchronicity. They perceive you as someone who is very like synchronized with who they are or where they are in life, with their needs as well. If this is like a job as well, this person perceives you as like, oh, she or he gets me. Like I will not need to be explaining things, because this person, I mean, other than of course training someone, but when it comes to that emotional connection and like, mainly when it comes to small businesses, people are looking for someone who will definitely invest as much love as they would for their own business. And so there's a lot of trust. I'll see that this person, they see you as great potential, as a very exciting potential, as this very exciting new beginning. Already, I feel like there's a lot of trust. They perceive you as divinely guided to them somehow. And this is also like... this could also apply that maybe you return and they see you with different eyes. Even if they have known you for a very long time, they see you as this person full of love, okay? Now, you can see the sun here, like this specific deck, on the Ace of Cups, there's a beautiful sun, and that does remind me of the Sun card, which is the happiest card. So I do think that they see you as someone very generous, someone who has a lot to give, someone who feels very deeply as well. And this is how they perceive you. Now, this could also mean that they perceive you as a water sign. So that is, maybe you're a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer, or have very strong placements in those three zodiac signs. Or maybe not, because this is just their perception. They perceive you as someone very loving. They perceive you as someone who has really good luck. I'll say that. They perceive you as someone who has a lot of good luck, who is in a good mood all the time, who's a ray of sunshine. They have a great perception of you. Now, let's see how this person feels about you, okay? They have this Three of Swords. This is really interesting because they perceive you as a first love, or as a potential, or someone who is like, full. Like you're spilling water because you have more than enough. Like your life, your vitality, you're like... You could also be very beautiful, and they see you like someone who's, has a lot of vitality, is full of life. With this Three of Swords, there could be, they feel hurt. They feel hurt when it comes to you. So I do think also with the spider webs in this specific deck is making me think that this hurt is not new. It's something that has been there for a long time. Maybe it was something that was not communicated at the right time, and or she never communicated it to you to begin with. And so you may not be even aware, but this person is really hurt. This person could seem completely normal, but when it comes to you, I do think that there is something that happened, and that he or she let it like stay there without really resolving this issue with you. And this could also be at work or something, because if they have such a great perception of you, yet they feel really hurt. In my experience as a tarot reader, it usually is like this could be different things. If it's like a ex relationship, like if this is someone who you were with, this person still has such a high regards. They see you with really high regards. They have such a high value perception of you, but that does not take away the hurt of not being with you, or the hurt of something maybe they did, right? Also, in my experience, this could also mean that they feel hurt because you are this amazing person, and you're someone who, of course, like, when you know that this person is good, this person is full of life, this person does not harm anyone, and she or he is so focused on themselves and just doing good. So when this person may not be in your life, or you may not be choosing to be in this person's life, or they may feel hurt about that, because they're like, well, this person is good, and if this person that is good does not want to have anything to do with me, then what does that make me? So this could be one of like the reasons like why he or she feels hurt. Definitely they do value you and they have high regards about you, but there is a wound there that never healed. And that I do think that they feel very sensible about a specific topic. Yeah. I feel like they feel very sensible about a topic. This could also, for some of you, very few of you, could be that you actually hurt them. Not physically, I mean emotionally. And you are aware of that, and they still feel hurt about that, or you publicly bully them or shame them or something, which it's strange because they still picture you as someone that has a lot of potential, and someone who's good, right? So maybe you did that without knowing, like without realizing. And sometimes, depending where you live, because like in Canada, mainly in Toronto, like you got people from like all over the world. And that's something I like that's what I like the most about Toronto, is that you got you got people from all around the world, from different cultures, with different religions, different traditions. And sometimes we may do or say something that to us it's normal, but to them would be very like harmful, or or they will like think that is bullying. So I do think that there is a misunderstanding. This person still sees you as someone who's precious, someone who will never harm anyone, yet they feel hurt or betrayed by you. This could also talk about loyalty, like maybe you're someone who gives so much and they feel betrayed by you because maybe you gave to the wrong person or someone who they don't like. So this could also, a family member, maybe they feel like you should have stood by them, and they feel betrayed. And this could be something really old, right? Or like you didn't pay your share of the bill, something that I do feel like some of them, they did take out of proportion as well. And you could also be very new in a friendship as well, or a workplace, and you don't know about this, and maybe they wanted that job as well, or they wanted their friend to have that job. And so they can, I like this polarized thing, because this is what humans really feel, when everything is sunshine, like that's not how humans are. And I also like this because it does show a real situation of someone can feel hurt about you, yet they are mature enough to understand that you're a good person, right? So this could mean like at a job, maybe you're new and you don't know what happened before that, or maybe like you got the job that this other person wanted that job for their friend, or you're new at the group and you're the new toy, you're the new person, so everyone is excited with you, and this person feels hurt about that, but he or she registers that you're a good person. So okay, let's move on. We're gonna go with the with the intentions, and also whether you can trust this person or not. Also, if you have made it to here, then you definitely feel connected with my readings. So I do encourage you to subscribe, to give it a like, so this channel can grow. I'll really appreciate that. It's something so easy. It only takes a second. It's free, and you will see me posting weekly every Friday, and you pick a card. Okay. Thank you to everyone who did subscribe just right now. Okay. Let's see this person's intentions. So you got the Six of Swords. And this is, okay, so you see here how you got like the beginning of a sun over here, and you got like the sunshine rays. Okay, so I do feel like this person's intentions are to heal, to, you know, to maybe be on better terms as well. They also, a lot of them, they feel like putting some distance will be the best thing for them, okay? But they, with this, with the sun rays coming out of the Six of Swords, it really showing is because this person wants to do this to have a better possibility for maybe a future, okay? A future that makes more sense and that brings more peace. So this person, I do think that is very self-aware of their hurt, and that yet you're a good person. And so they think a lot of, for you, this person feels like they need to put some space. Maybe they need to travel, they need to go somewhere else, they need to move out, right? So this could also be a family member. They feel like moving out will be the ideal, not because they don't love you or they don't care about you, or, you know, it's just they think that this is best move right now. They think that that's the best way to maybe someday have real peace or real harmony again. Yeah, I do also think that this person, if you for some reason were like in an argument, this person wants to make peace with you for sure. But it does not take away the space that they want to put right now. They wish also, for those that are in a relationship, it's very difficult because it seems like this person wants to move forward with you in a more peaceful place. But maybe you'll have to have a conversation with this person, because I do think that this person's would really benefit from moving somewhere else, or like starting from scratch completely where no one knows you too. So that's something else as well. Let's see if you can trust this person, group number 3. You got this Five of Cups, and you got this eye that is crying, that you know is filling up these cups. So I do think that this person then is much more hurt than I even expected him or her to be. This person cannot be trusted right now, but I want to be honest about this as well, because I don't want to villainize someone just because I'm saying that he or she cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted because they're being too emotional about the situation. That's why they cannot be trusted. Because they're very volatile with their emotions, they can change their decision at any point. So can you trust right now? Right? Because remember, this is about right now. This reading, you can watch it at any point, but if you pick this pile specifically right now for this person, is because you need to hear this specific answer. And this answer from your angels is you cannot trust this person right now. Why? Because this person is emotionally hurt, or is going through an emotional trauma, an emotional something that is making this person very volatile emotionally. And can we trust someone who's like that? No, because this person will change his or her mind at any point. If you may like drop everything for him, let's say that you're in a relationship, or for her, and be like, okay, let's move out. Let's move out from this building, let's start from scratch, and you leave your job, and then out of nowhere she or he is like, oh, never mind, I realize that I cannot have a relationship with you anymore, I need actual space, and then you already left your job. It's like, can you rely on what he or she promises you right now? No. Same thing with family members. This person, if you're in a family tie or friendships, right now you cannot trust this person. You cannot trust what comes out of their mouth, because this may change later on as well. If you're a friend and maybe this person is going through a breakup, this person may end up going back with his or her boyfriend. And so if you are asking this question because you want to know whether you can trust everything he has said or she has said right now based on what's going on with her, no, because this person is very emotionally volatile. I do not sense this person having bad intention towards you. And this is why, some people just, some pick a cards that I have seen, they just say like, can you trust this person? And that's it. But I really like, and this is how always my readings, any question that you come up to me when you book a private reading, you ask me that question and I will break it down so you get a complete answer. Because if I were just to say you cannot trust this person, we do not understand the why. Okay, so group number 3, I hope that this reading was helpful. It serves you as a guide to make decisions and to also navigate this situation. Thank you for being here. Do remember to subscribe, to give it a like, and I will see you on the next pick a card. And also happy holidays to everyone. Okay, bye. Hi there, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. Whether you guided yourself picking the stone, or maybe you guided yourself really with this pile. Now I'm going to start your reading. I just want to remind you that this reading is general, so only take what resonates. And if at any point you feel compelled to get a private reading because this question is very important for you, you can always do so going to my website, tarotbyfernanda.com. Okay, so in today's pick a card, we're gonna go over this person's perception of you, this person's feelings about you or towards you, this person's intentions towards you, and whether this person can be trusted or not. Okay, so I'll start with your reading, and I just want to remind everyone that this reading is meant both for a woman and men. It's meant for everyone, and that sometimes I will talk about energies, and if an energy is more feminine, maybe I'll use more feminine words. Sometimes some things are more, masculine, but at any point, I'm not necessarily talking about gender. Okay, so let's start with how this person perceives you. And remember that this is not who you are, but how this person perceives you, how this person registers you. So you got this 10 of Swords, group number 4. So this person perceives you as someone who may be going through a very tough time, someone who may be in not such a good time of his or her life. Okay, so they perceive you right now like you're a bit weak, you may be a bit sensitive, maybe you are going through a depression, but that's how they perceive you. And you could be like, no, I'm not even going through a depression. But maybe because you're not going out as much or something, they think that you are in a dark place. This person perceives that you are wounded or hurt, maybe by others. They register you that way. They realize that you have been hurt by others or hurt by a situation. They feel like you are in a very dark place. Maybe you are dealing with a lot of anxiety, with a lot of stress, with a depression. It just feels like you are isolating yourself a lot as well. That's how they perceive you and how you have been behaving lately. This could also mean that they perceive you as someone who overthinks everything, who overanalyzes everything, and like yourself, you create stories in your mind where you're always like the one who's being hurt, who's being betrayed. Okay, now remember, this is their perception of you. They could be perceiving you as someone who is an air sign, so that would be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So they think that you're someone who, or maybe you have big placements in those three zodiac signs, or maybe you're not an air sign, but that's how they're perceiving you. Someone who overthinks, someone who is has like anxiety attacks, someone who can barely take care of themselves or not even take care of themselves at this moment. So you're someone who is in a lot of need of support, of love, of, a real friend. So they do, if this is work as well, if this is a work connection, this person perceives you as maybe you have not been performing at your best lately. You have not been capable of delivering. They don't know why, or maybe they know why. Maybe something has happened recently, or you have lost someone who's very dear to you, or maybe you just broke up with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, but they just feel like you were not performing like you used to perform, that you're not someone who they can rely a lot of responsibility lately, because you just don't have the head space for that. And that applies also to like friendships, to family members. They just feel like right now you're not someone who they could be relying on, because you have way too much on your mind, or they feel like if there's any pile so far of like someone who they feel that maybe you're a bit weak right now, but not in a bad sense. It's just that you're not in the best place. Okay? This will be the pile. I don't know if they feel worried about you, we'll see, but they definitely do see you right now like you are not capable up to the task, and you're just having such a hard time to be there and be present and be someone who they can put responsibility upon. So also, if this is a family tie, maybe right now they, because of your personal issues going on, they don't think they could be trusting their child or trusting you with more responsibility. Okay. This could also mean that maybe at some point you had, an addiction or something like that, and maybe it could have happened a long time ago, yet they still perceive you as that person who cannot handle their alcohol or anything else, who is someone who needs constant watch all the time as well. Who's also a bit in French is maladroite. When you why can I only think the word in Spanish and French? But when you're a bit clumsy, okay? So there's that. Okay, so now let's go with how this person feels about you, group number 4. And you got this 10 of Wands, okay? So this is very clear. You got 10 of Swords and then the 10 of Wands. I'll show it to you one more time so you can see it really like nicely. So this is telling me that this person feels exhausted by the situation, feels that he or she's taking upon so much responsibility because you cannot. He or she feels like, but even though this is a lot, I just don't feel like they want to give up, because they care about you. If they have like carried this weight, or if they have been this patient for so long, it's for a reason. And they're scared of, I'll tell you what's going on in their mind is like, they're scared that if they give up on you now, and then later on they realize that, oh no, like I should have just waited a bit longer, So this person feels like they're responsible for your well-being, or they feel responsible for some reason. Maybe not why you are in this situation, but they feel responsible. So even if this is like a sibling, they may feel responsible because they are the older sibling, and they feel like they're always your older sister or your older brother. And even if they have nothing to do with your addictions or anything like that, right? Because we make our own decisions, they feel guilty because they feel like they wish they could keep helping you. And they feel like there's a big responsibility. And I'm not gonna lie, they feel like it's exhausting as well. They do think that they don't know for how much longer they can carry you. because you cannot carry yourself. And that's a perception. Remember, this is not the truth. You could be like, well, I never asked for money. I have never asked for this. It doesn't matter. But maybe you have taken that help and they feel like they have carried you. And same thing with like a relationship. You could be like, well, he or she cheated on me. Like, I was not the one who cheated. But the thing is, this has put you in their perception in such a dark place that you're not the same as they used to know. You're not fun anymore. You're not like capable of, transmitting sunshine like you used to. You're someone who's having such a hard time to even get out of bed, and this is hard for them, and they feel responsible for you because they love you or they care about you, but they do feel like this is exhausting, and they just fear that if they give up on you, they will like regret to have given up on you, because maybe they're always thinking you're this close to get better. And so that is something that is definitely waiting on them. And when it comes to a job as well, they do feel like this, you have been lacking a lot. It's lacking a lot on your job, and it's hard on them. But I do think that they feel like, okay, it's almost at the end, so I should just, we should just hold tight, because she or he's going to come around and be again the high performer person that they used to be, right? What else? Yeah, I just feel like this group is the perfect example of like when things have been not going very well, but this person cares about you somehow, or I don't know what the intentions are, because maybe his intentions is just because as long as you serve a purpose, that's why they care about you, and they don't genuinely care about you. We will see. But right now, it just seems like they perceive you as you're not at your best place. You're lacking strength. You're lacking discipline as well, I will say. You're very scattered. You may have been dealing a lot with anxiety, and they just feel like they have to be the ones pulling the extra weight. Okay, let's see what are this person's intentions towards you. Now, also, if you have made it up to here, if you have made it up to this point, please do subscribe, do give it a like. It's something that is completely free for you to do, and yet it helps me so much, because this YouTube channel can keep growing, and I will keep posting a new pick a card every week, every Friday for free, and put it out here because I enjoy doing these readings. But yeah, so please subscribe, and those that just did subscribe right now, thank you so much. Okay, so we got now his or her intentions towards you, and you got the devil. Interesting. I'm going to take a sip of tea. And show you this card. Okay, so this person's intentions, I think that he cannot give up on you, because he's as attached towards you that you are towards them. And I will also say that this person's intentions are also this person is very self-absorbed. Okay, I got to say that. This person is self-absorbed, and some of you, I don't feel like this person has the best intentions towards you, because this is an energy of self-gratification. So they may be not strong enough to put a stop to you. They may not be strong enough to do the right thing, because even if you're in a dark place, when people enable that for too long, they're not helping you. And I'm telling you that because I have gone through that as well. And the one person who genuinely helped me was the one who did not let me stay in bed or stay at home every day, or isolate myself. And it was the one who would not give up on me. But this person, it's not giving up on you, but it's not helping you. It's kind of allowing you with the self gratification thing that you have going on, whether it's addiction, whether it's, they don't know how to say no to you. And it's not, it's not doing the best. And if this is a relationship, they know, they're aware that this is not helping you, but they cannot give up on you. And you could be suffering in this connection. You could be like really sad because something, when something breaks, you can never fix it. Like, or at least I have never been able to in my personal experience. So it's really hard to fix it, and you cannot fix it being around that person. And so I just feel like this person knows that, but cannot let you go. And knows that the best thing to do, the selfless thing to do, will be maybe to walk away, but he or she cannot do that. So it just keeps coming back, or and that person is always like, whenever he or she needs you, comes back. And so this is why I was like, okay, one thing are feelings, one thing is like intent, and I want to see if this person does it from the bottom of his heart, or is it because they need you instead. And this is the same thing, if it were to be like, if it were to be a friendship, they are carrying you, or they're carrying this friendship, but they're doing it because of their own benefits. I don't feel like this person is helping you, or this person is genuinely looking for you to get better. So this could be someone that when you complain, they let you complain, and you could be complaining about the same thing for a month, and they let you keep complaining. And so they feel like this is too much. This is such a big weight to carry. But they, instead of being real friends and calling you out on things and start like advising you on like, hey, maybe, see a professional, because that will be real, but that would also maybe create an argument, or conflict. They'd rather just let you be. So this is, I just feel like this person may, right now in his or her life, is also thinking only about his own needs, okay? And I know that all of you that are watching, you will know how this applies to you. And so let's see if this person is someone you can trust with whatever they say, or, if you can trust them. And you got this King of Cups. And this is such a strong message because normally this will be like, yes, you can, but whenever the Devil and the King of Cups, there's like a mix between these two. In my experience and how I'm feeling it right now, and with this tear, is that I do think that they're talking about, I do think that a lot of you that pick this, alcohol may be involved, okay? Or some type of addictions may be involved. And with this King of Cups, usually when it is on reversal, but I don't do reversals because I'm very intuitive and I can just feel whenever a message is a reversal. I don't need to see it as a reversal. And I just feel like this is a reversal. Like, this person has his own addictions or her own addictions. This person has their own sometimes addictions are not like a substance, it could be a person, money, ambition, and this person, because they or family, and they will never make the right decisions for you. They will make the right decisions only for themselves and their family, or themselves and their money, or themselves and their addictions. So I do feel like this person cannot be trusted because this person has their own devils and addictions going on. And so I do think that usually this King of Cups does portray someone who is highly mature, who has stability, emotional stability as well. But I'm really feeling it like as a reversal of King of Coins, as someone who is also very volatile. And I feel like this is why he's an enabler for whatever you're going through. And because if he gets serious with you and like, hey, don't do this, he has or she has to lead by example as well, and he doesn't want to do that. So right now, whatever he or she says, I wouldn't really listen to his advice, to be honest. So that is the answer I got for you today, group number 4. I do hope that this gives you guidance. Do remember you can book a private tarot reading with me. Just go to tarotbyfernanda.com. Do remember also to take into consideration these amazing pick of cards I post weekly, and do subscribe, give it a like, and make sure to turn on your notifications, okay? I'll see you on the next pick a card. Bye. Hi, group number 5, and welcome to your reading. If you guided yourself choosing this crystal, or maybe really guiding yourself with the pile, either way, welcome to your reading, and let's start. I just want to remind you that this is a general reading, so only take whatever resonates with you, and if at any point you feel compelled to book a private tarot reading with me, you can do so at www.tarotbyfernanda.com. Okay, so let's see. And remember, in this reading we'll see 4 things, because to me, whether you can trust this person or not is not the right question. I do think that this has to be broken in 4 parts. How they perceive you, how they feel about you, their intentions towards you, and whether you can trust this person, yes or no, or if you can trust what they say, okay? So let's start with this reading. And so you got, first of all, when it comes to perception, they perceive you as the card of death. And this is actually really good. I'll tell you why. Because the way I perceive this energy is like, you may be a Scorpio, okay, or have very important placements under that zodiac sign on your astral chart. Or you may not be a Scorpio, but they picture you as someone very intense, someone that is forever evolving, someone who is who has no fear of leave someone or something behind if it's for the better. This is seriously, to me, is like someone who is fearless. This is how they perceive you. Someone who is doing a lot of inner work. Someone who is taking care of their traumas, childhood traumas, that's doing the self-work. Someone very mystical as well, or that has like a special connection with death. It could be as well that they perceive you as someone who has actually had a lot of encounters with death already, or that had several people that died around you. And that's how they perceive you. And I will say that this is such a strong energy, because also you are the only group that someone perceives you as a major arcana, because you got the minor arcanas that do represent the day-to-day life, and you got the major arcanas, which are very potent energy. So they just see you as a very strong energy, like someone who is very mystical. Maybe you have more of a sober personality as well. Maybe you're not as comical, or like you're not laughing all the time. Maybe you have more of a mystic look. You have like really dark hair. You look like a crow. You have this like mystical, magical look, serious look as well. And it just seems like you're someone who no one will want to mess up with. You're someone who can tell right away if someone is lying. But the main thing I will say is that they have seen you change so much. They have seen you grow so much, and they have realized that you have no fear whatsoever to like evolve and do that inner work. And I feel it's because they perceive you as someone who wants to really always get to the root of things, because you don't want to have weaknesses, or you don't want to have anything holding you back. And so that's such a strong personality, and I just feel like you're okay with things ending. They have seen that about you. And this could be work, family members, friendships. They see you as that person who has such a strong personality and that is mystical. You may have, gifts like psychic or something. You're maybe a psychic, or like me, a tarot reader, psychic, clairvoyant, and they know that about you. So, so yeah, you're that person. Now, also, I'll say that maybe they see you as a point of reference in their life as well. Okay, because of like you have such a impact on other people's lives, and if that is the case also, I do recommend you to go watch my pick a card that I posted, I do think 2 weeks ago, and it's how people perceive you and the impact you leave in people's life. Because this pile, I can tell you definitely, like, the impact that you have on other people's life, it speaks volumes of you. Okay, so let's keep going with how they feel about you, okay? And I just want to remind everyone that my readings are meant for both women and men. They're meant for everyone. So whenever I talk about things, I'm really talking about energies. I try not to use genders. And if I do, I say she or he, okay? So here we go. How this person feels about you. You got this Queen of Wands. So this is a very optimistic way of feeling about someone, very strong way of feeling about someone. I do think, and very passionate. So this is not someone that you barely know, because they feel very strong about you or very passionate about you. And if it's something new, I just think that they feel like they know you already, or they feel like they could have solid opinions about you because they feel very strong about you. So there's this thing, they feel very attracted to you. So for those that this is romantic, this person definitely feels very attracted to you. Like I said, it's like you're enigma. They also feel like you're hard to catch, maybe. They feel like you are this magical being. You are this mystical, authentic being. You don't filter things that you say, not in a way that you're being rude, because that's a different energy, but you're so authentic. You follow your purpose. Like, that's how they feel. So they feel a lot of admiration. Now I'm getting like, okay, this person feels a lot of admiration for you. Feels like you're very strong-headed, feels like you are, I'll say, also, for a lot of you, if this is work, you too have a lot of competition going on. And I feel like, from like hate and love, there's a thin line. So I feel like you too know that if you are enemies, like, you are his or her best enemy. And like, you are like a motivation more than, a motivation when it comes to competition. So I do feel like this mix is like full of respect, because even if maybe this person is not showing kindness and is more of like competitive mindset, it's just because they find this thrilling. They find that you're the right opponent, and they really respect you as an opponent, and they feel very competitive that way. It's like you motivate them somehow. And also for a lot of you, physically, they feel attracted to you. Okay, so even if this is a friendship, I do think that the friend you're asking about, he or she feels very attracted to you. Like, you're someone with such a great personality, and they feel very curious, very enigmatic. They feel very curious about you. They feel like you're a mystery. They feel like you're hard to get, and that feeling when you want to get that person that is so rare. So yeah, that's how they feel as well. I would say, what else? For some of you, if this is friendship, I do feel like, they have found someone so authentic, and they just want to be around you. And this applies to your work as well. It just feels like, because of how authentic you are, they feel like they want to be around this fireball. You got Scorpio so far, you got a Queen of Wands, so that's a fire sign. We'll see maybe you are a fire sign, or maybe you're just someone so authentic that they see like, okay, this person is following their purpose, this person is shining, this person is so sensual, this person, I want to be around them. And if this is a family tie, I will say that this person has so much admiration for you. I do think that for a lot of you, it is possible that this person that you're asking about, you and this person butt heads a lot. But once again, it's they respect you so much, and they're so thrilled of this competition. They're so thrilled of you being the right opponent. Now, let's see what are this person's intentions towards you. And also, I want to remind you, if you made it to this point of the video, the pick a card, please do subscribe. It's something that can be done in a second. Do give it a like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I will be posting weekly every Friday a new pick a card, but I do need your support so this channel keeps growing. Okay, so let's see this person's intentions towards you, group 5. You got the Emperor. Okay, so this is Aries. This is a fire sign once again. Maybe the other person is a fire sign. Okay, a fire sign is Sagittarius, Aries, and a Leo. So I do feel there's so much tension between you two. Yeah, I don't feel like this is like a easy breezy type of connection. This is a lot of tension. This could be sexual tension as well, because I do think that this person you're asking about could be a Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo, and feels very strongly about you and sees you as, like I said, you're the only group whose someone's perception was a major arcana. And if this person, his intentions are like the Emperor, these are very straightforward intentions. He or she's someone who will say what they think. They will watch first because they don't want to be made look like a fool. So they only move, an Emperor only moves whenever he or she's ready, and they will like, whenever he is ready, he will move strategically, and it's only because he's sure that he's going to win, right? So I do think that overall there's a lot of, if it's romantic or even a friendship, there is a lot of sexual tension. There is a lot of, because competition as well. When you start competing so much with someone, I feel like there's that tension, that there's like a fine line between like, you know, be like, fight me, and then you're like instead kissing each other. So that's how I see it. Now, if this is a family connection, there's so much respect. And their intentions, of you is like a father. I'll say that. So if this also is like, if this is like a more of a professional connection that you're asking about, they see you with the utmost respect and they admire you. They see you as someone with so much potential, a Queen of Wands, right? So someone so fiery with so much vitality, and they feel so much respect towards you as well. And their intentions are really of like guiding you or being a mentor or being like a father to you. So that will be their intentions. But if this person is like, you're like, no, this is not professional, there's like, I feel like there's tension or there might be interest, then yes, definitely there is like a really strong attraction. Yeah, let's see. It's like this person is looking for his queen, for his empress. The Emperor is looking for his empress. So that will be their intention for some of you. And there is such a feeling of conquest, like you're hard to get, or like you're someone very desirable, something like that. So now let's see if you can trust this person at this moment. And you got the Knight of Wands. Okay, perfect. So you got fire, fire, fire. So one of you most, because this could reflect, of course, the tension, the competition, the vitality mixed into this connection, the fire, the authenticity mixed in this connection. But I do feel like most of you, one of you, right? Either you or the person you're asking about is either an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. And yeah, because now, whether you can trust this person or not, your angels are saying yes, you can with this Knight of Wands. I do feel like this person is also in an energy of being authentic with himself or herself right now, and is trying to follow that gut feeling as well. And I do think that your path, if he perceives you as death, you may be a Scorpio, or you may have a completely different nature. You may be more mystical, more spiritual as well. You could even be a therapist. You are really good at helping others to guide them through the mourning stage. So you may not be a fire sign, but they see how authentic you are. And they feel like, whether it's as a mentor, they want to guide you and you can trust them because they have a lot of ambition for you. Like, they have, I wouldn't say the best intentions, because best intentions could all sometimes be emotional intentions. But for me, with this fire element, I see that they see your potential and they want to push you to your potential, to your fullest potential. This could also mean, because with the Knight of Wands and the Emperor being the intentions, maybe he sees you as a mini you, as a mini him. So he wants to instead propulse you, like he wants to push you to your limits because he knows that you can. And if this is romantic, this person can be trusted as long as your paths are aligned or your purpose are aligned. I think that you two are very authentic and you are people that follow your passion, follow your purpose. And even if this does not go to like a full-on relationship or a full like happy ending, I see that there's like the utmost respect. So you two will still be in touch. Two will still be friends because you can respect two people that maybe are not the ideal match for romantically, because maybe you're not soulmates, but you have similar purpose, similar authenticity, and that is enough to like respect someone. And so that's your reading, group number 5. I hope that this reading was helpful, that you found guidance. If you ever have a question that or several questions you need a reading, you can always go to my website, tarotbyfernanda.com, and book a private reading with me. Also, do subscribe, give it a like, comment, so I'm capable of keep posting weekly every Friday, and you pick a card for free. I'll see you on the next pick a card. Bye.